This is KY4. This is KY4 WTF. Looking for any information I can get on the Natahala Gorge area.
Morning out there, Mr. Larry.
Well, what's going on, brother? How'd you come through the storm?
Cut trees down and everything, but not anything like anybody else has dealt with. But good to hear you in here. KI4 is the EK.
Lynn, just one quick note. Nice to hear you this morning. Up so soon. What time did you go to bed last night?
I think we got to bed about 4.
Okay, so you were only about an hour after me then. I'll be back in just a few minutes there. And Lynn, thanks for the conversation last night.
Yeah, good morning to you, Dan, and appreciate everything you're doing over there. But you have a good one. KI4 is the EK.
Yeah, it was real good to hear you, Lynn. We came through it about the same. We had pretty minimal property damage. Had some fence blow down and some stuff, but nothing to amount to anything. But our biggest challenge right now is getting the power turned back on. We've been running on generator ever since all this started. But at any rate, I was looking for some information about the Natahala Gorge. Kim took her sister up to get a treatment, and one of the ladies in there also getting a treatment was supposed to go over to the gorge, and she was wondering was it even possible to get up in that area.
What was the name of that gorge? I'm not familiar with that one.
Natahala. It's up near Dillsboro.
I'll just look on Google Maps here, see if it shows anything being closed.
The Natahala Gorge is the one that the Great Smoky Mountain Railway runs up through. What is it, from Boston City up through Dillsboro and all that? That's the Natahala Gorge up the Natahala River.
Comment,
Joe.
N0SYN. Yeah. Last I heard, I don't know about closures, so Dan, you're probably better at this, but it was pretty rough up there. Trees falling all over the place. Definitely some flooding. So I have friends in the Natahala Gorge myself. I don't know about current conditions, though. Maybe Google knows all.
So looking at Google Maps here, and I put in Dillsboro, so I'm looking at Dillsboro, and then I zoomed out. So I'm not familiar with that gorge. I have to apologize. I see no closures whatsoever. There's a few places north and south that are red, just from traffic in the area, or slow traffic, I should say. The only closure I see even close to that is going to be along 19, and that's going to be near the Elvis Museum all the way through Thunderstruck Ridge Overlook. That area is all closed on 19, and that's over by the casino. But that is the only thing anywhere near there that I see closed. That from north to south, all the way through Cullowhee and Savannah, everything looks open as of right now. So I hope that helps you a little bit. I'm just not familiar with that gorge itself.
I'm at KK4SMB.
SMB, go ahead.
Yes, this is KK4SMB. That would be US 64 that runs through the gorge.
Okay, so that changes things then. All right, let me go further south, because, there are multiple closures along 64. So let's take a look at here for you guys. 64 is closed. Trying to get that crossroad for you. Starting at Walnut Creek Road It's closed, and it goes all the way down to Turtle Pond Road. Turtle Pond Road. So that's quite the distance by the looks of it here. And we're going to repeat that for y'all. And that is a long stretch. So 64 is closed from Walnut Creek Road, which is over by the Pine Grove Baptist Church. And that goes all the way down to Turtle Pond Road, which is near the Cliffside Recreational Area and the Van Hook Glade Campground, if you guys are familiar with that. Unfortunately, I am not. That is one side of 64. And then we'll go the other side of 64, just so everybody knows. And starting just south of Brevard on 64, all the way all the way west to Whitewater Road. And that's going to put it down near, trying to find a business name for you guys so you guys can have a reference point. Oakland Cemetery, McNeely's Store and Rental is Ace Hardware, it shows. Route 64 Fresh Market Store. So that is another very large closure there, all the way from Brevard down. So I hope that answers some of your questions there, folks.
It certainly does. I appreciate it. I appreciate the information. Yeah, I knew this end of it was closed, but I wasn't sure about up on the other end. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. And Lynn, glad you made it through the storm okay. And Dale, you as well. Glad to hear you fellas in here. It's been a hectic few days, and still is, but it's getting better. KY4 WTF. Appreciate the information, guys.
All right, Mr. Larry, take care over there. Tell the better half we said hey.
Pest control.
Go ahead for control.
KF4 PYX in Waynesville. Nantahala Gorge is between Bryson City and Hayesville, and it's closer to Bryson than it is Hayesville.
Okay, copy that.
73 KF4 PYX.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Dan, also that area is, that whole river's infamous for whitewater rafting and such big tourist attractions.
Yeah, I've only been through that area once, I think, and man, that has to be 5-6 years ago now, down all the way down 64 there. Yeah, that's a real pretty area, too.
Net control. Yes, so Israel again. I did want to maybe, since we're in a kind of a lull for the morning, I just spoke with my neighbors. Everybody's kind of coming out and cleaning up, and my neighbor across the street, I got to have a really nice little education seminar with them and another neighbor about the importance of having, auxiliary power and a way to get power, either generator or solar, during events like this. And she was asking me about my radio, and I was like, well, I'm a ham operator, and this is how I've been keeping informed throughout most of this, and also kind of trying to help as many people as I can. And she was very interested, and said her son was super interested in radio as well. And I think it's a really good time to start educating folks about the importance of being an amateur, licensed amateur, and getting that. I know we had a lot of unlicensed people too. So if anybody's listening and you've been thinking about getting your license in a radio, now is the time.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's a great conversation. Thanks for sharing.
NAQDI looking for N4QXW.
Well, it is nice to hear something that we haven't heard in a long time. That's moments of silence. KI4ZEK.
I think we could all use a little moment of silence after the past 5-6 days in 0SYN is kind of calming. And hearing that repeater ident, I think I could probably key up into GE by heart or by memory now.
Delta 7, Delta Romeo Sierra, Sparta, North Carolina. We'll try it one more time, see if we're making it. This is Kilo, Delta 7, Delta Romeo Sierra, Sparta, North Carolina.
Calling, go ahead.
Yeah, this is KB7DRS. My name is Daniel. I'm located out here in Sparta. You picking me up okay?
You do have a fair amount of noise with you. I can tell you said you're in Arden or Sparta.
Roger, we are in Sparta, S-P-A-R-T-A, Sparta, North Carolina. And a group of us hams out here that use the Green Mountain repeaters have been listening for the past several days, and we just want to thank Net Control and everybody on the repeaters for all they're doing. They're doing a fantastic job, and we're just listening in and impressed.
I'm certainly impressed as well. I think we all are, and humbled, you know, certainly are. Well, this is KJ4ZEO. The name is William. We're in Hendersonville, and we're about to destinate. So you have a safe and pleasant day, sir.
Well, take care. Prayers and thoughts are with you all out there. You're doing a fantastic job, and we will be listening. 87 CRS, Daniel here in Sparta.
Yeah, good morning out there, Mr. William.
Far so good, Lynn. Hope you are.
Yes, sir, doing well, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
KO4RJV, Net Control.
I believe the net control is taking a break.
If there's something we can do for you till net control gets back, we're willing to help. Are you still without power?
Roger, yes, we're still without power in parts of Morganton. N0SYS.
Yeah, 46 days, still copy 7, 5,
Power Station, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning there. This is Alan. This is Bravo High Romeo Mike Falls. I think you 5 RMC. I've been Grand Falls again. I was just listening again this morning and got to thinking, wondered if you've heard of any HF frequency, HF net frequency or HF net
Not sure what frequencies is being used the most, but yeah, you got a lot of noise with you. I can barely pull you out.
Okay, yeah, I've been working with the inside here. Been working with the inside. So hopefully we'll get better. We'll catch you soon, man. Thanks, Red. Hey, I'll play a free page. I think you need 5 hours.
All right, good to hear you in there, Cap. Where's the EK? I'll be standing by.
Station looking for HF frequencies. I think that's what you're looking for. If you give me a couple minutes and monitor the repeater, I've got them noted somewhere. I just got to find them in my notes in 0SYN.
Hey, that's fair. Station looking for the HF frequency. That would be 7232. 70W2 there for the North Carolina emergency net. KC4, KQ6. Okay, KC4, KQ2, thank you for that information. 7232 and 2923. And thank you much. 735 RMC.
Correction on the 3923 frequency. That is not 80 meters. That is 75 meters. That's the K4YBN.
Good morning out there, Mr. Phillips.
Hey, Lynn.
Hope you're doing well down there.
I'm trying. Right. I'm just kind of glad that this big old tree that is blocked, or it did. Well, it's been cut down since Monday afternoon here. The city of Spartanburg came out here, and my neighbor across from me, Steve, had called the city of Spartanburg and had the guys to come over here to take care of this tree out of the way. And they did, so I'm able to get out. But I'm just kind of real glad that my house did not get hit. There was a lot of hard winds and stuff, and it threw in a lot of debris and leaves and whatever it was up on my house, and it stuck like glue. But anyway, I'm just glad that none of these trees did not fall on my house.
Well, that's good to hear, Philip. Are you still without power?
Yeah, I'm still without power for sure. My neighbor down here that's not far from me that I talked to on 75 meters, Charlie, W4MCF, he'll get his power turned on by sometime, I think 11:30 tonight is what I heard, from 3915. But anyway, yeah, I'm still out, but they're saying that it could be before Friday, or it's going to be after Friday, maybe during this weekend, even though that these guys are working around the clocks, trying to get everybody's power turned back on. And then too, the other thing too, Lynn, is that over there at work, we still don't have no power, no water, and that's all. It didn't get damaged. It's just that they don't have no power and no water over there at work. So I've been out of work since from last Friday morning, and was supposed to work that weekend. So didn't get to after all.
Oh, I understand that. Sabrina, Jamie's wife, works over there at the Amazon facility, and I don't think they're doing anything either. I don't think he has power, so there's a lot of people not going to be getting stuff from the internet.
No, probably not. I heard one of the guys here on 3915 this morning said that they had ordered something from Amazon, I think it was, or something, and the last thing where it's at now, it's over in Alabama or Tennessee or something, or Asheville. I think Asheville or somewhere. And I don't know what they ordered, but they ordered something from that, I reckon.
I don't know if you've been able to keep up with the news, but the dock workers from the Gulf Coast up to the Northeast have gone on strike, so there's no ships being loaded or unloaded.
Yeah, I've been seeing that on my phone a lot, off of the YouTube video about that. Yeah, I saw that.
Philip, it's good to hear you in here, and I'm glad you're doing well and safe, and the house didn't get destroyed.
Yeah, me too, Lynn. I'm just really glad, because this woke me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, because right at 6, that was when my power was cut off from this storm that came through here, or the side tail of it. But I tell you, the side tail of it, just a quick one right quick, not to hold up the repeater. This little blue house that's where it's fenced in,
Doing a good job of it.
it's damaged. There's trees has leaned over it. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I think there's 3 or 4 trees as of right now that has, it's over top of the roofs, and it's damaged the little wooden porch that they built. And there's nobody that's not been living in it or nothing, but this house over here has been damaged. So it's, all these trees, what they've done, Lynn, is they have uprooted badly, very uprooted, really bad.
Bill, it's good to hear you in here, and I'm glad you're safe. I'm going to get off to the side, but just wanted to make contact. But have yourself a good day, and I'll talk to you later, okay?
All righty. Just be careful out there, and hope y'all are doing fine. And yes, good to hear from you. But I've been listening on here pretty much. Same 3's K4YBN.
All right, I'll get off to the side, too. Maybe Dan's back from his break. KI4ZEK.
KI4ZEK, K4SOT Mobile.
Station, go ahead.
Hey, Lynn, this is K4SOT Mobile. I'm just calling to see if you got those trees taken care of and how you're doing today.
I'm doing well. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Sun's out, and but no, I went out there 2 days now. I was going to start on that, and I procrastinated. I just didn't want to get my butt whooped.
How far do you live from Rutherford County?
Oh, good little distance. I'm over here in Maiden, southern Catawba County.
look that up, K4SOT. About an hour and 20 minutes, K4SOT. K4SOT mobile clear.
Did you hear you get in here? Take care out there and be safe. KI4ZK.
Same to you, man. 7-3. KI4ZEK. WA2UCZ.
Well, good morning, Mr. Rod.
Good evening, good morning, whatever it happens to be. I'm in the kitchen, had the radio on here, and I'm working on the refrigerator doing a few things. And I think I heard the word procrastination, and it really perked up my ears.
You're responsible for that, being the leader or president of the People's Procrastination Society, and I'm proud to be a member.
Well, you truly deserve it, Lynn. That's a falsity. All the good that you've done in recent days, anything but procrastination. Just wanted to say hello. I'm working on the refrigerator, trying to get it back in place and this and that. So, talk to you later. WA2UCZ.
You had to move the refrigerator?
You wouldn't believe it, Lynn. It was a chore. I had to get at the plug, which is behind the refrigerator, and it's wedged in there like, jeez, it's. I had to fight to get it out, and I think ultimately I'm going to plane down the trim on the side. It was just a horrendous job to waggle that thing out.
Sounds like they built cabinets around the refrigerator.
It's low voltage. I'm getting a low voltage report out of my valve fan. Low voltage.
Yeah, she's telling on you.
Well, do you have power now?
Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
You have power now?
Now it keeps yelling low voltage on me. I got to put on the charger next. Low voltage.
Okay, see you guys. KM40 next.
And Mr. Chris.
Good morning, Lynn. Yeah, I was wondering why he was moving the refrigerator. If he had power, then that's probably one of the reasons. But anyway, I won't hold up the repeater. KM40 next.
Get back from the break here, tell Miss Anita I said, hey, KI4ZK.
Anyway, KM40 next, clear.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming in and listening to the stream. In the mornings, what I've been doing the past couple of mornings, I haven't really been talking too much, just letting, the repeater do what the repeater does, and that's relay the traffic from those that are impacted by storms of Hurricane Helene out to the public. I've really taken a liking to this group of individuals that are operating the ham networks. It reminds me of when I was a kid and being around my uncles and stuff like that, my dad. But it also breaks my heart to know that they have been impacted so badly to where some towns are wiped off the map completely. Can't even find them on there now. So please just continue to keep them in your thoughts and prayers. I have a document pinned to the screen for resources and stuff like that for the area. If you have any resources that you would like to drop, you can put them in the chat or you can message me. But I tell you what, there's a lady named Irina on X, formerly Twitter, and
Go ahead.
she's been doing a great job getting resources out also. Everyone that's getting these spreadsheets together, the missing person people finder list, it has over 2,000 names on it. But that's a great tool to use. And I'm loving how everybody's coming together throughout this catastrophic event that's happened to help these individuals that have been affected hold on to some hope. But I'm going to be quiet and eat my food. My fur babies have been fed. And it's a little silent on the scanner, which they had just said earlier that, that's not a bad thing. So, everyone just have a good day and thank you for being here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is K2DMG. I am back. Sorry I had something come up again that I had to unfortunately run out for, but I was still monitoring and during it, and I had to interrupt a few times because, hey, there's people out there in need, and I was happy to break what I was doing to help some of y'all, especially with those directions there. So, did I miss anything that needed to be covered when I was gone? Coming out.
For the
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, Dan, the only inquiries we had was the frequencies on HF that are being used for this effort.
Yeah, the only official frequency is 7232 that I'm aware of. There's a couple nets that meet a couple times a day on 40 and 80. I'm sorry, they're all on 80. There's a morning net and an evening net, and then the Tar Heel emergency net. That's been running at night, I believe. Do y'all want those frequencies? I think I gave them out the other day, but not everybody probably copied them.
Yeah, that would probably be beneficial if you can pass that over.
Absolutely. Just scrolling through the messages to get to that one. Here it is here. All right. Everybody listening, so here's some HF frequencies. 7232 is the official net for this situation, and that has direct link with the Iredell EOC, so I've been told. We got a couple nets here that meet 7:45 in the morning, 07:45, the North Carolina NTS meeting, or net I should say. That's 3927, 3927. That's at 7:45 a.m. 18:30 hours, so 6:30 p.m. is the North Carolina evening net, and that is on 3923, 3923. And then the Tar Heel emergency net meets at 17:30. I'm sorry, 18. You know what? Maybe one of these days I can learn to read. That meets at 19:30 hours, and that's 7:30 p.m. And that meets on 3923. So that's 7:30 p.m., 19:30 hours. The Tar Heel emergency net at 3923. So those are the HF frequencies that I know of, and those are the only ones I know. We also have an update from Buncombe County. They started putting out a Facebook post of their daily briefing, so I'll go ahead and just read that so we can get the morning update for them out of the way, and then we'll do the evening one tonight. Hurricane Helene water and food distribution updates. As our community recovers from Hurricane Helene, we want to inform you of important resources available for water and meals. DOCs today will be from 12 to 4. The following locations will provide drinking water and meals ready to eat. Please bring your own containers for water as supplies are limited. Donations will not be accepted at these sites. If you would like to donate, please email HeleneDonations@buncombecounty.org. The locations include William Estes Elementary, 275 Overlook, Sandy Hill Elementary, 154 Sand Hill School Road, Asheville. And they say, please enter at Acton Circle. The North Windy Ridge Intermediate School, located 20 Doane Road, Weaverville. And Fairview Elementary School, 1355 Charlotte Highway. Local distribution sites, Manna Food Bank, food and water distribution at the Farmers Market at 570 Brevard Road from 12 to 4. The beloved Asheville, providing food and water, diapers, and baby formula, located at 32 Old Charlotte Highway. Spanish-speaking volunteers are available there, they state. Carolina Day School, water distribution from 10 to 5 at 1345 Hendersonville Road. Each person can receive 6 bottles or 1 gallon of water. Distribution will continue until supplies run out. The First Baptist Church in Weaverville, free meal opportunity starting at 1 p.m. and continue as supplies last. First Baptist Church in Weaverville is located at 63 North Main Street in Weaverville. The current plan is to continue this daily as possible, and their volunteer teams will continue updates if there are any changes or added resources. End of statement. So I know we've been trying to get that out for Buncombe County. It's one of the more populated areas, and they've been giving morning updates and afternoon updates, so that's why I did that. So, alrighty. We will continue the net here. If anybody needs anything, by all means call. I'm going to continue working on emails, and I'll be here for you if you need it. K2DMG. Received an email from Dave Oswald with a D, I'm sorry. He's in Layton, Utah. He is KE7DHO. If you're listening, sir, thank you for the email. I'm sorry, I'm just getting to it right now. His niece was found and meeting her parents at the shelters in Burnsville. So that family was reunited. That's nice to hear.
Take control.
Go ahead.
Morning, sir. This is K4EXP, Marcia. I'm mobile in Saluda. Just wanted to update. Yesterday I called in and said that 176 was open for traffic, and it was pretty clear. And soon after that, they just closed it. It seems like they're working on restoring the power, though, so they probably need the space. But I just wanted to update people that I'm trying to go here again, and right now I can't, as of right now. So I'm going to turn around and take 26 towards Hendersonville. K4EXP back to Nick Control.
Thank you very much, sir. I just want to confirm that was Highway 176, is that correct?
Yes, sir. 176 from Saluda north to Hendersonville is closed.
Okay, copy that. Thank you. I just made an audio adjustment. Can you tell me if my audio went up or down based upon what you're hearing coming through the repeater, K2DMG?
I couldn't tell the difference. I'm mobile, but maybe somebody with a base station can. K4EXP.
No, I don't think it should make much difference on FM, but, you know, I've had a few emails saying that there's hams locally here that can hear my signal on the input, and they say your audio is absolutely great, but coming through the repeater, it almost sounds overmodulated. I've gotten a few stating that, so I just turned down the mic gain considerably, so I just wanted to make sure that wasn't still an issue.
It sounds pretty good right now.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, Dan, it's better than it was, in my opinion.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Control, this is November 4 Delta Mike Echo, Paul down here in Georgia. Didn't you say you was on an Icon 746?
That's correct.
If you'll go into that menu, I know that radio, I used to have one, I had the Pro version. If you'll go into the menu, your treble, where the bass and the treble settings are,
Your treble is set too high. It kind of sounds teeny on this end, but it sounds like the treble is set too high.
All right, I'll go take a look at that. Thank you, sir. Yep, I'll appreciate that very much, K2DMG.
Hey, Control.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Another update. This is K4EXP Mobile in Saluda. There is internet at the Looking Glass Realty building there where the post office is. They have been providing internet since yesterday. I'm not sure how they got that going, but people are connecting there. So if for those who didn't know that, they got that going. Yesterday they were providing food there of their own. Also on Main Street there's somebody else providing food of their own. Nothing from the government, I don't believe. But yeah, there's internet there and it's pretty good, it's fast, and there's a lot of people reaching out and connecting. K4EXP Mobile.
All right, perfect. Thank you. You have a beautiful signal into the repeater, so no need for me to repeat it. Thank you.
Info.
Go ahead.
Dan, this is N4SE in Pensacola area again. I'm at the Pensacola Fire Department here, and we have Starlink capabilities now for cell phone charging, plenty of food. World Central Kitchen just brought some food via helicopter, the president of the company, right?
Oh, that's fantastic. Go ahead.
So anybody in this affected area here, southern Yancey, that can get to the Pensacola Fire Department, there's hot meals available and plenty of supplies and food and cell phone service. So please let everybody know, put that out. Is N4TIZ clear?
Yeah, that's really, really good information right there. We did speak with a gentleman from Pensacola just a little while ago. N1 was the beginning of his call. I didn't copy the whole thing, but he's in an area that's kind of cut off in Pensacola, and he was going to make his way into town tomorrow with a bunch of people. And if I hear him come back, I will inform him of that. That's fantastic. And where are you in Pensacola? That's the only part that I missed. Where is this set up?
Okay, this is at Pensacola Fire Department, and it's right on what's left of 197 South here. Yeah, we're in the affected area. I'm actually blocked in. We're getting around by bicycle, like Thomas is K4SWL. He's bicycle mobile all the time. So yeah, that's where we're at. And my name's Byron, Bravo Yankee Romeo Oscar November, and I'll set up here again tomorrow, or be by here tomorrow and check in, see what kind of supplies we have.
Okay, QSL. Thank you very much for that info. And when N1 comes back on that station in Pensacola, he'll be very, very happy to hear that. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Dan, for all the work you're doing there. Happy to have him out here. 73.
73, K2DMG.
Net Control, this is Kilo Bravo 4 Yankee Kilo Papa.
Yankee Kilo Papa, go.
Yes, sir. I'm in Barnersville, one of the real hard-hit areas, and I just made a new antenna. I was just wanting to see if it was working.
Well, you have one of the nicest signals into the repeater I've heard thus far over the past 4 or 5 days here. So yeah, that homemade antenna is working.
Okay, name here is Doc. I'm on Paint Fork in Barnersville, where it's almost wiped out below me. But anyway, I was just checking. Thank you for the check. I wanted to make sure it was working.
You're very welcome, sir.
All right, take care. Thank you for all you do, KB4YKP.
Contact.
Boy, contact.
Just KQ4 Delta Zulu Oscar in Spartanburg. I was just checking to see if AE4 EAN was listening in on their conversation today. If so, go to 315. Thanks for the break.
You're okay, MJ. I just wanted to interject here for a moment while it's quiet. On that spreadsheet, the operations theme line, streamline that I dropped that's pinned at the top, that has a lot of great resources in it. It has the link for the missing person search request, and in that you'll find the search form and all that. It has the people locator, which is the list of all of the ones that are missing and those that have been found. That list is it is not confirmed 100, I believe is how it said, but it's, in my opinion, it's a source of comfort to know whether or not your loved one's been found or not. Period. But let's see, we got the resources, Western North Carolina resources, which is just, which is
Net control, this is KO4GYW Black Mountain, over.
Go ahead for net control.
Yes, sir. Inquiry, is there a medical aid station that has been set up in the Swannanoa area, over?
Somebody in Swannanoa can answer that. I have not been made aware of one in Swannanoa. To be honest with you, the only medical one that I know of is Med 1, and they're down in Tryon with the portable hospital. If somebody else local knows anything more, please come now.
Roger, good copy. Thank you, sir. KO4GYW out.
Yes, sir.
back to what I was saying, that spreadsheet has the Western North Carolina resources on it. It's got a link to how you can volunteer and donate. And it also has a social media info links, and that what that does is Facebook, etc., that will tell you how to will link you to the areas that you need to go to on social media, and it's got the link for this stream that I'm streaming. Even just a great handy little plan that's been put into place by people wanting to help. I got mine from Nerdy had shared it yesterday, MJ, and yeah. Now I done sat here and ate myself and then got sleepy again.
KO4GYW, KM4FLG.
Belongings from people's homes just scattered throughout this entire area. Guys, this area of Western North Carolina is absolutely destroyed. I've talked to so many people just standing out here, and they told me that they live out here.
This is KM4FLG. Attempting to contact KO4GYW.
Driving around Salmonella is like driving through a war zone. Homes are gone. Service is gone. One small gas station just got gas for the first time Tuesday. Neighboring town, Black Mountain, is in the state.
KM4FLG, clear.
Station call in 4F to me.
Station call in 4F to me.
Meanwhile, feet away from the store is a gas station.
You may hear my TV in the background. I have it on YouTube, but in the WFMY2 news or whatever. I believe it's the area. It's a station there in that area of the affected.
As you can see from
I just said they're still encouraging people. So they're still encouraging people if they can leave to leave the area. It's that bad.
Just on the way out here to Western North Carolina today, have been set up offering waters, offering diapers, feminine products, anything that they can to help the people in need. We also spoke with an electrician out here in Swannanoa today. He says that he's from the area and he's been working nonstop since the storm rolled through. He said that he doesn't know if this area will ever bounce back because of how hard they were hit.
So sad listening to these stories. Stuff. Husband is a sergeant in the Army, and they're in Fayetteville, I guess. What used to be Fort Bragg, but it's Fort Liberty now. And she said it really. She said it's really hitting her.
There was a call my wife heard about a medical facility or urgent care facility in the Swannanoa Black Mountain area. There is none that I'm aware of in this area at the moment. My Care Plus urgent care is over on Long Shoals Road if they're able and safely get there.
And what was that state?
So right here in Beaumont, via Allen Dye, we're sending a medically qualified person over there to kind of be the conduit between there and the First Baptist Church in Swannanoa, which we're hearing has that support.
Ma'am, could you please repeat that? I think we were talking over each other.
Yes, sorry, I'm not him qualified. I'm talking on behalf of my husband. So we were looking to see if there's a medical center right here in Swannanoa where people can go that need medical aid. They do not. So we're working on that now through Allen Dye, the Beaumont Park, and getting somebody to coordinate between here and where we hear there may be a medical station set up at the First Baptist Church in Swannanoa. Over.
Copy. That's actually great news to hear. I will clear this line right now, and for anyone else who needs traffic, in 4LG clear.
I'm just going to right there, folks. First Baptist in Swannanoa. Apparently there's a medical facility there available for those who need a medical care. And this gentleman who was talking about My Care Plus in Swannanoa is accepting patients right now as well.
Correction, My Care Plus Urgent Care will be on Long Shoals Road. Long Shoals Road. There is a medical facility attempting to be set up in the Grovemont Square that will be in contact with Swannanoa First Baptist Church.
Okay, QSL, the Grovemont Square, in conjunction with the First Baptist Church, they're setting up a medical facility there as well. Thank you.
Clear line.
What I was just going to say is my daughter said that this storm has really affected her. She's in Fayetteville. And I think she said that the areas hit was 2 or 3 hours from her. And she said, Mom, she said this really hit home for me. And I told her, I said, yeah, that's
Net control's got to step away for a minute. I'll be right back, folks.
And I told her, though, I said, you know, that's why. I said, now you know why Mama's always telling you to be prepared and be ready, because you never know when something's going to happen. And she said, yeah, I know. But it's just, it's devastating. Devastating. And so sad. Anyway, I'm going to mute out and just let the scanner play.
Station, sounds like you've got APRS turned on your input into the repeater, whoever just transmitted N0SYN.
This is K2DNG. I'm on a phone call right now with somebody looking for a specific address in in Swananoa. I know it's a long shot, just like everything. We're not asking anybody to go there. I'm just wondering if anybody is from this area and can give us any info about this specific area in Swananoa. 9 Tyfrom Drive. Anybody familiar with that? It's Papa Yankee Frank Romeo Oscar Mike. Tyfrom Drive. Coming out. Nothing heard. Thank you, folks.
notification from Brian Eaton, and he says that the Secretary of Defense has authorized the movement of up to 1,000 active soldiers to support the food, water, and other critical aid to communities impacted by Hurricane Helene. Just wanted to share that with y'all. And also another thing that's been on my mind the past 2 days, actually. It's actually been on there a little bit longer, but you know, October, the month of October, is a month where advocates and survivors and individuals take and raise awareness on domestic violence, against domestic violence. I am a survivor of domestic violence. I've been hit in the head with a golf club. I've had so many things done to me. But I finally realized my worth and realized my life was more important. But I say that because of this impact that the storm has had on people. It's just like with COVID. When you are isolated with someone who is causing you harm, that's just a recipe for disaster at the worst possible level, in my opinion. And I can say that because I've lived through it. I've experienced it and I've survived it. So I know that we ask everyone to please check on your neighbors and this and that, but please, definitely, if you have a neighbor, a friend, a loved one, or whatever that is having to be isolated because of this catastrophic event, please check on them and please try to do all you can to help them. They say it takes a victim.
Hey, I hope I'm still getting that. I'm not at a point where I can email. I was wondering if you could get an email out to the RDLC for I don't know. I already actually just stopped by to help us damage in our house. And he has missing family members and friends in Burnsville. And I told him I'd reach out by email. I don't have signal right now. If you're ready to copy, I can get it to you. Okay, there are 3 individuals that are being looked for. It's Alfredo Antonio Macias, last name spelled M-A-C-I-A-S.
Got the other name, the longer name. I got all that, but I missed the longer name.
Alfredo, Alpha, Lima, Fox, Romeo, Echo, Delta, Oscar.
Yeah.
Okay, and then a relative of Alfredo Macias, Jesus Macias. So Juliet, Echo, Sierra, Uniform, Sierra.
Same last name?
Correct. Yes, M-A-C-I-A-S.
Third
title, Myra. So that would be, oh man, of course I'm reading my phonetic alphabet right now. M-A-Y-R-A. And the last name is Flores. Flores. Copy.
Good copy, L3. And they were from Burnsville, you said, correct?
That is correct. They have recently moved to Burnsville. They have no real, I don't know that they have a lot of connection to the area, which is why I'm reaching out.
Sure, we'll get it out.
Thank you so much, Dan. Into DNG, or K2DNG, and 0SYN, thank you again for everything you're doing.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Control.
Go ahead.
Big Dan. How you said, employee EDX.
Glad to hear my friend. Hey, I got a question for you before you even get going. So, you got to put my mind at ease about something. So, Sunday, we gave out a welfare check up on Long Branch, and you gave, I think, a radio, if I remember correctly, to a female, and she was going to go hike up the mountain, and she was going to report back. I've never heard a thing about her. How did she make out?
Others did. Gosh almighty, I'm sitting there. Emily was her name. She made a report. She did hit the repeater. I was not there to hear it, but several people told me she did, and all is well. All is not well, but all is well on that one.
Okay, all right, well, that's good news, because I'll be honest with you, man, I've been thinking about that since it happened, and I was just hoping that she and praying she was okay, so I'm glad that she is.
Well, let me tell you a few flowers.
Go ahead.
I'm at the VA. I came in. We've got to give some patients here in my department, and I don't know, about an hour and a half ago, I got some email from some fella in a law firm out in Amarillo, Texas, just really throwing accolades at you and I, just saying that's what ham radio is all about. I don't know how they're hearing us in Amarillo, but nonetheless, you and I were named in that note.
Well, good God, you got me scared when you said attorney. That's good. Yeah, this is all going out on Broadcastify, apparently. And I guess a lot of repeaters in the Southeast are rebroadcasting this on their local repeaters. I've gotten quite a few emails about that, so
there you are now.
Just what I needed. Thanks, I gotta move again. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, listen, I just came out for a minute to take a breath. We have no AC in there, and it's humidity is up there. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's pretty miserable inside the hospital.
You know, the funny thing about it is, you turn back the clock 60 years when they were building buildings, they all came with windows opened. And then technology came and gave us air conditioning. And for some reason, they stopped putting in the windows that opened. Oh, we don't need those. We'll put bulletproof glass in every single window and put concrete around it so you can't open it. No, it's just we have air conditioning. Just forgot what happens when the power goes out. I feel bad for you, my friend. I feel bad for all the patients in there getting their treatments in sweltering conditions. So, maybe this will make a couple people think next time they build a building with unopened windows.
KJ4 PPF, this is KX4VG. They might not open, but they do leak water.
I gotcha.
In for EDX Mobile. I'm at the VA for monitoring mobile later.
Okay, thanks, Ed. I appreciate it. And you know, guys, I'm going to be as polite as I can say about this. If somebody's talking, don't key up over them. Ed was literally talking, and somebody just, I'll just put my call sign out there, no big deal. Guys, please be respectful. It doesn't work that way. FM communications is one communication at a time. It is not a full duplex system. All right, that's not the way amateur radio works. If we can please be respectful of everybody's airtime, thank you.
Net control, this is ND4MR.
Go ahead, sir. K2DMG.
Yes, I've got a HF connection into the state EOC, and they just asked me to check on the Mount Mitchell repeater. They'd heard somehow. Are you formulating a net here? Because I'm able to take traffic into Raleigh. They'd like to hear from people in the affected area on HF, which is what they're looking for at the EOC.
Well, sir, I'm going to be careful with my words here, sir. We have had a net going here since 9 a.m. in the morning, and my friend Lynn was taking check-ins and assisting people even before that. I'm not, again, I'm going to be real careful with my words. We have attempted through the EOC locally to make contact with officials, and things have not gone so well. So if you're asking if we have a net, we have a net, and we've had a net, and we've run this net for nearly 15 hours every day. I believe you guys are on 7232, if I'm not mistaken. And I've given that frequency out multiple times over the past few days, and I have told people that there is a link with the state EOC on 7232. So I have done my due diligence to get that out. And I've had multiple emails about it too, and I've replied to emails with that frequency. We are set up in Iredell County with the EOC, and we have been forwarding emails from the affected areas that have been sent into us, and with messages given over the radio on this frequency into the hundreds, if not thousands by now. And the EOC in Raleigh should be receiving those. So I'm being real careful how I use my words here. But there is a lack of communication somewhere, and we would really like to get that rectified.
Okay, ND4MR. Understood. I totally understand what's going on. The station at the EOC has been repeatedly calling anybody in the affected area, and no one's come back to them on 7232. And I think that's what they asked me if I could get you people up on HF, and I don't know how much I can help. I'm here in Wilson County.
If you're in Wilson County, gosh, you got a real good signal for Wilson County into the repeater. You must have a nice tower with some height over there, or a good beam in the vertical orientation. So, but anyways, yeah, we have really done our due diligence here in Iredell County. We have the backing of the EOC in Iredell County. We have the backing of the Iredell County Commissioners and the County Manager. We have antennas that have been put up at the EOC in Iredell County. We have radios that have been installed. I'm currently working out of my house just because it's easier, but there are people in the EOC fielding emails that I continuously send them. So you can let the EOC know that we have been working our due diligence since 9 a.m. Saturday morning. And if they would like to finally have a partnership, they can reach out to the Iredell EOC, and they have all those numbers there.
Okay, understood. Just a brief correction, if I may. I'm in Wilkes County, Wilkesboro. So I'm getting this repeater full scale. It's just not one I usually scan. I guess that covers it. I thank you and appreciate your dedication and hard work from ND4MR.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Wilkes County. I was sitting there saying Wilson County. That's the other side of Raleigh. All right, that even makes more sense. So glad to have you on here. And if you need anything or pass any further information, by all means, come on here, please.
Net control, N0 SYN.
SYN.
Quick clarification, and my HT is probably about to be way under voltage for getting into this repeater. I need to give you a contact number. Are you ready to copy for those, the three individuals, Myra, Jesus, and Alfredo?
You can give it, but I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to utilize it. The state's not going to call. There are tens of thousands of emails. By all means, go.
All right, fair enough. The do code 828-796-7635, and that contact is Javier Urbina, Juliet Alpha, Victor, India, Echo, Romeo.
All right, perfect. Has beautiful sounding names. But boy, oh boy, I can't spell a single one of them. So thank you very much for that. Such an easy name, a Javier. I mean, and I would have been lost spelling it. So thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Copy that. Yeah, beautiful names, not really made for ham radio. Over.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, sir. K2D.
This is Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Whiskey Yankee from Simpsonville, South Carolina, listening.
Station from Simpsonville. I stepped into the kitchen. I just heard Simpsonville. N0SYN. How do you copy?
He was just saying he's listening.
This is Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Whiskey Yankee, living in Simpsonville, South Carolina. I'm listening for traffic. If anybody needs anything, just let me know if I can do anything on my end.
Copy that information. Thank you.
KQ4OLX.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if I could get in this repeater, so I send a message to home here in a little bit. I wasn't sure if I could reach it with this HT.
Yeah, I got you. No problem. K2D.
All right, thank you. KQ4OLX.
K4CRG Mobile. If you have any traffic, by all means, go ahead.
All right, seriously, my last transition on this net control K2DMG N0SYN. Have you been in contact with N2GE throughout this at all?
In the very early part of this Saturday, yes. I have not heard from him since.
Okay. If you do end up finding out, but I hope he's okay, right? Secondly, if you find out if there's any way to start helping, maybe donate or fund this repeater, I'd like to start that relatively soon once the dust clears here in N0SYN.
Yeah, I think it'll be a very nice thing to do. I kind of thought the same thing. I don't know what the condition of the repeater is, the antenna, the coax. I thought anybody listening, you're gonna kind of chuckle at all this. I found out last night, and I think maybe you were on. There was a couple people. I was so tired at 3 o'clock in the morning, but this repeater is only putting out 10 watts at the repeater, and by the time it goes up 200 to 250 foot up the coax, I mean, we're probably lucky if we're getting between 3 and 5 watts out at the antenna. Now, a lot of people will laugh at that, but it's at 6,600 feet. So, I mean, that's why it has such a good footprint. But, if we could boost that to 20 watts, if it needs to go to a new repeater, I mean, we can probably set something up like that. And I don't know, they might have it down for a reason. I'm not him. I haven't talked to him about it, but, but 5 watts that's low. And, these guys that are on this machine all the time can probably answer more to that. But, yeah, I think it would be a really nice gesture as well.
Contact.
Go.
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. I'm monitoring 7232. I believe there's somebody on there from EOC, and WB4Z is the one with, they have Harrell Hill, North Carolina mudslides continuing. I think they're setting up an EOC report. So a sit ramp or something. Are they doing the right thing there?
Well, I'm just going to say it like this, my friend. I've had zero communication with them. Our EOC's had zero communication with them after multiple attempts. And what they're doing over there is, I guess, up to them. Now, I have received emails from folks that have run the net and have passed some traffic on their end over to us. So I don't want to take away anything from the amateur guys that are helping on 7232. I'm talking specifically about the state entity itself. So any hams that are listening that are part of 7232, this is not a you, believe me. Well, I'm talking about the state entity itself. We've tried, and that's the best way we could say it. So what the EOC is doing on 7232, which is apparently the official state EOC channel, if they want to put something else in, by all means, they can do that.
Yeah, I think he's got it. He already submitted it as a 911 there in Harrell Hill, North Carolina, so they've got somebody out there on the wheel. They got it. I just didn't know if you guys were connected. I wasn't familiar with how this is set up. I'm just listening.
Yeah, I got it up right now. Really strong signals out there today, so I'll listen to it here. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be clear, W4 NDK. DMG N0SYN. I just wanted to follow up. Anything we can do. This is such a vital piece of communication infrastructure, right? Like, at this point, I've never seen anything this resilient. And anything we can do to lessen the burden or or even just volunteer and help out and learn something about this setup would be amazing. Also, I did want to side note on the 5 watt or 10 watt. I hiked a 14er some years ago in Colorado, and from the top of Mount Wilson in the Chicago Basin, I worked Mexican stations from the radio, or from that peak, about 14,300 feet. I worked stations into Mexico on a HT with a rubber duck antenna for hours, and it was a great experience. You really learn about topology and the curvature of the Earth.
Oh yeah, that's a whole lot of fun, and there's there's a group out there, as most hams know, called SODA. I don't even know what it stands for. SODA and PODA. You guys all know about that probably more than me. PODA, everybody knows, but a lot of people don't know about SODA, but it's working summits on the air or something. You go to these peaks or whatever. It's a whole lot of fun, and every time we go up to the mountains, I always bring an HT, and it's always fun to talk back home to Mooresville from Grandfather Mountain, or whatever peak we're on that day when the wife and I go for a ride with the kids or whatever. So yeah, it's a whole lot of fun to work 5 watts in a rubber duck and how far it actually goes.
Copy. N0 SYN. I'm going to stand by and just be listening for probably most of the day. We ain't got nothing else to do. We have no power, and it's hot.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad sitting here in my air conditioning here, but, I feel for you guys. I really do.
Actually, man, I keep saying I'm gonna stop. K2 DMG N0 SYN. I did want to let you know, by the way, there are people who are monitoring this in North Carolina that actually. I just got in touch with somebody on a website called Reddit, reddit.com, REDDIT.com. There's a WNC, I guess, subforum, right, you would call it. And there are people kind of summarizing your notes. It's been pretty accurate. Luckily, I've got signal, so I can kind of gently correct or send them to you if they've got any questions. But there are people basically relaying all of your updates there.
Yeah, I've had a couple people send me some stuff here. I was just reading some of it. There was one comment like, Net Control let this unlicensed VFW come on the air, and he didn't even let it slip. He did good, but what's the rule on that? I honestly don't care what the rule is, but I know what the rule is. But even if there was a rule against it, I wouldn't care in an emergency situation. So yeah, I've been following some of it. It's kind of funny.
Copy that. Yeah, that was the one that made me laugh last night, because it's like, well, you're a licensed hand. You should know what the rule is about emergency communications, but I digress. N0 SYN, I just wanted you to know that.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. 73.
N4 GAC.
GAC, go.
Okay, I'll try to be brief and blunt. I'm in Saluda. I've got a Can-Am 4x4. I've got a 4-wheel drive truck. I've got all the equipment. 30 years with the rescue squad in my younger days. Went to the fire department down here, and they said they didn't need anything. They didn't offer to look for some mutual aid. So if you can, within a reasonable distance, any department that you know of that needs help, like Swallowing Oil, Fairview, what have you, give me a call back here, and I will take it over there. We can put it to use.
And go ahead with your call sign again.
November 4, Golf Alpha Charlie.
Okay, folks, that's N4GAC. He is in Saluda, and he has all the equipment ready to go. If anybody needs help, he's got off-road vehicle and tools, chainsaws, whatever the case may be. He's willing to help you if you need anything within a reasonable distance.
I'll be monitoring, and if you come up with any of the volunteer fire departments, what have you, then give me a shout and I'll get back.
Sounds good, sir. I got your name and call written down here. Thank you.
Net Control.
Go ahead.
Hey, this is AG4ZL over here in Caldwell County. I have a question. Have you heard anything about mail delivery for the affected areas? Has there been any information that's been released on how folks can receive their mail? Over.
I saw a short blip about it on the news, and I came into it late. And the only thing I really caught out of it is they're doing everything they can. And that apparently some of these mail people are being harassed. Mailmen and mail ladies are being harassed when they are starting to deliver mail, and they needed people to be understanding, and they were requesting help from other post offices type thing, because they are, they're not only dealing with their own tragedy at their homes, they're trying to process the mail and get it out to everybody. So that's all I could tell you. That's all that I heard on it, and I don't even remember what station it was, so I could refer you to it. But yeah, that's what I heard. I'm sorry, I can't answer anything more.
All right, Dan. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just trying to help out some of the followers that we have. There's a lot of questions coming out and trying to answer. So I kind of figured I'd ask you to see if you heard anything, since you've kind of been the local messenger here lately. So thanks for what you do. We'll catch you later. This is AG4ZL over here in Caldwell County. I'll be listening.
Thank you, sir. K2DMG.
Control.
Go ahead.
Net Control, this is KO4MWY. That gentleman that was inquiring about, if it's possible, if he can make it down to his post office, they will have information on the door, and or if they open, they can deliver it across the counter.
Caldwell County Station, you copy? If he comes back, I'll let him know. Thank you, sir.
W9SK from WB4OQL.
KQ4OLX. Just sending a message to my receive-only station at home if my family can hear. We're still good. Out of sets and down lines and poles. If anyone monitoring this repeater would let me know that they copied that, so I know that they could receive it home.
It's WB4OQL over in Waynesville. We did copy.
All right, thank you very much. KQ4OLS.
Okay, man. Stay safe. WB4OQL.
KM4FLG. Putting out the field right now. Does anyone know if there is a Meshtastic node upon Mount Mitchell? I'm curious as one of my Meshtastic nodes has received a Mount Mitchell node ping. KM4FLG, clear.
is Kilo Oscar 4 November Uniform Echo. Is anybody on frequency?
Go ahead, K2DMG Net Control.
Hey, Net Control, KO4NUE located out of Campobello, South Carolina. Listen, I just want to see if you can provide me with some information with the North Carolina station your way. We have a veteran in the Thermal Belt Club that is currently in AFib, and we'd like to get him to the Charles Dorn up in Asheville, North Carolina, but we do not know if the roads are accessible. Do you have any station off frequency that can provide any information?
And what was the name of the facility you're trying to go to?
The VA hospital in Asheville.
Yeah, you doubled with me, man. What was the name?
The VA hospital in Asheville.
There's a contact there, but you're real noisy. I'm just going to look it up real fast. I believe all the roads are getting close to open, especially the highway system. So I'm just going to verify that it's still open in that particular part of Asheville. The only thing that's closed, Highway 70 is closed. It looks like can you get on Riceville Road somewhere? That's going to be right there. I'm not sure, sir. I know exactly where it is. There's a restaurant literally across the street that I really enjoy. I'm sure it's gone, but I don't know. You can get up there on the highway on 40 and 26, whatever way you're coming, 77 to 40, that's all clear. But trying to get to the VA on Highway 70 there is closed.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment if we can copy you.
Okay. My wife is out of work up there. VA is open. Emergency room only.
Okay, your wife is at the VA, something about the roads only. Try it again, you're super staticky.
Okay, this is K10-4 CDS.
All right, give it a shot.
Okay, he can get in to the VA hospital. Go 40, get off at the 70 exit. Forgot what the exit is. And he can go up to the VA there.
Okay, I think I got most of that. 40 to the 70 exit, which is the exit for the VA, and then he should be able to get there.
That is right. That's correct. USL.
All right, you copy that, sir?
Roger that. Can I have that station's call, please?
Sir, repeat your call. I was writing down the directions.
Kilo November 4, Charlie Bravo Sierra. They went in at 8 o'clock. It's emergency traffic or emergency room only. QSL? QSL. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And Net Control, I also have a short announcement for some food and water collection point, if you would allow me to post, sir.
Absolutely. Go ahead. You got a good signal.
Roger that. Attention all stations on frequency. All stations on frequency. This is Kilo Oscar 4 November Uniform Echo. The American Legion Post 250, located at 43 Depot Street in Tryon, North Carolina, will be distributing food and water starting at 2 p.m. Food, water, and financial donations are accepted for the benefit of the community. You may contact us on the KF4 JVI repeater at 145330 or our GMRS repeater at 462.650 output, 467.650 input, and a PO tone of 91.5. Again, that's at 2 p.m. Food and water at the American Legion Post, located at 43 Depot Street. GMRS frequency is 462.650 output. Input is 467.650. PO tone of 91.5 or 145330 and a PO tone of 91.5. Thank you so much, Net Control. It's Kilo Oscar 4 November Uniform Echo QS Wasser.
All right, thank you very much for all that info. You have a beautiful signal into the repeater. I'm not going to repeat it because you had it all covered. Thank you.
Control, doing the best I can with a handheld. KN4 CBS.
Completely understand. Yeah, whenever you moved or whatever you did, your signal came right up and I was able to get it. So thank you.
Copy, copy.
Net Control from N4KJ.
N4KJ.
Yeah, good afternoon. Is there any Madison County stations on that would like me to read a message from EOC? This is N4KJ. Negative will stand down. Thank you, N4KJ.
Okay, everyone. We've been live for over 2 hours now. I'm going to go ahead and cut this stream. Anyone's interested, the Sarah Boone trial begins next week, and they have another hearing today. I want to grab it. So, I will be back later on. I hope everyone has a good day. Thank you for stopping by. And remember to please be kind, love one another, check on your neighbors, and continue to pray for those affected by this horrendous nightmare called Helene. Thanks, MJ. Yeah, I'll be back in a little bit though. Yeah, I'll catch his, and then after, or I'll probably go live before he does his. I'm not sure exactly, but either way, yeah, I'll catch y'all. Catch y'all in a little bit. Have a good day.